more it is then it's a learning process, right? And so you get to the place whereby it's not necessarily talking about you don't experience goodness, you experience actually what they refer to as bliss. That's outside the realm of good and bad. You're no longer in the game of polarity. Do you understand what I'm saying? You're no longer in that game. But the only way to get there is to be just like the alcoholics that goes to the AA meetings, right? And the first step process in overcoming your alcohol addiction is what? You have to admit that you're an alcoholic, right? And so there's a process where you have to admit, you have to acknowledge the you who you think you are versus the who you actually are. And the process that some of these cultures utilized was not necessarily trying to figure out who you are, because who and what you are is unlimited. But what they done then is, okay, let's see what we are not. So it became a process of eliminating more so than adding. It wasn't a process of becoming, it was a process of unbecoming. Okay, so I'm not this body, I'm not this name, I'm not this age. Like I have these things here, but I am not this in and of itself. You understand what I'm saying? I'm something beyond that. But that takes a level of study, but it really takes a level of listening. You understand what I'm saying? Listening. Because all you do have to do is listen. When something resonates, you might hear something, like, rah, yeah, that's true. Like anytime you smiled or laughed or chuckled, it's because something that you realize or you know. So when it comes to this teaching thing, right? A teacher can only bring knowledge. And if they're good enough, they might be able to give some wisdom. But what the student must absolutely bring is their own understanding, because you already have it. If I say something like this and you say, yeah, that's true, how do you know? Because you just know. It's an internal thing. It's a remembering. Do you understand what I'm saying? And so anything outside of you that reminds you of you is you. You understand? That way, that's you come to an understanding that the teacher is you, the guru is you, the shaman is you, the healer is you. Even me speaking to you is you utilizing me to get the message that you require. This is a conversation that we had eons ago. We already had this. We already said, yeah, 2024. Like, yeah, can we back up and have this? Because this is gonna spark this and did it. This is old time. It's already been done, bro. It's already been done. You understand what I'm saying? And the more you get into that mind frame, you have to get into that mind frame of, they say, fake it until you make it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Which is another something that planning that you all used to break down also, which is really a scientific thing of reprogramming your subconscious mind through repetition. Your subconscious mind, which is the God mind, doesn't differentiate. It doesn't know the difference between wrong and right. It doesn't operate in those realms. Your conscious mind does. So anything you feed your subconscious mind on a consistent basis, it has to accept. Do you understand what I'm saying? And so the more you believe in yourself, is the more you actually get to know yourself. Yeah, it's all good, man. Yeah, I will do. I will do. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you have to just be consistent. And for me, I can only give it to you the way it was given to me. You understand what I'm saying? The teachers that really kind of started to make sense was speaking to me like, yo, the fuck you doing? Like, you're God. You already got it. It's a remembering process. Do you understand what I'm saying? We often speak from our self-doubts. We normally have the conversation. When we come together as a people, the first thing we want to talk about is the niggas that don't know, the ignorant people. Yeah, this is why we can't come together, man. And this is why we ain't unified and we can't work together. Like, that's the general conversation we have as a people. You understand what I'm saying? And as a man thinketh, so shall it be. So the conversation needs to shift. I tell people all the time, I don't listen, all I speak to is God. That's all I speak to. That's all I commune with. That's all I see, God. You understand what I'm saying? And that's beyond the notion of the good and bad. But it's a process, man. You know, it's a journey, my brother, you know?
Yeah, man. Still going through it, but
No
you know,
doubt. And you're always going to be going through it.
mm,
That's one of the tricks to let go of, or the process of letting go or surrendering. It's an understanding that, bro, as a human, I'm always going to be experience duality, meaning
mm,
I'm always going to be seeing some good shit and some bad shit. That's the rhythm and that's the dance as long as I got this physical body of mine. The occultist or the alchemist or the mystic
mm,
understands or starts to play this game on a mental level. Since on a physical level, shit's going to be what it is. But
mm.
according to our science, all is mind and the universe is mental. So if I want to manipulate this matrix, what must I do? I must start working with mind. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, man.
Yeah, man. I
Mm.
heard that, man. This was great, man. I always love coming on to all your lessons. Invite me to more podcasts, man. You get me?
Yeah, no doubt. I think this might have to be the format still. Kind of way, like I said, I've been doing. You listen to the first two, which I'm probably gonna delete and make this the first, the first fucking episode. Like, cause like, yo, yeah, it's appreciative you being there and feeding back, and you know that's what I'm saying. And you're somebody who I know has a sincere, genuine heart when
Mm,
it comes to this, just based on
yeah,
your questioning. You understand what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like the questions you come up with, it's like, oh, this brother's tapping into something beyond just Google. He ain't just reading something. He's actually thinking, using, you know what I'm saying? It's not illegal yet. He's actually tapping into and questioning. And there's nothing wrong with answering the question and getting that confirmation. All I'm saying is you want to start developing the ability to say, yo, what you think is simple. You know what I mean? So when you come up with a question and you ask yourself it, whatever arises is the answer. But we have to have confidence in that. You understand what I'm saying? You have to have confidence in that. And you're not going to have confidence from just a logical standpoint. Because from a logical standpoint, your foundation is doubt. Like we have to have doubt to a level of ignorance in order to go on the journey for the quest, for the understanding. You understand what I'm saying? So the ego plays a part. The ego allows you to explore, allows you to become the journeyer. Do you understand what I'm saying? It all plays its part. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's all necessary. And this is the mindset of LOVE. Everything is love. Everything is governed by love. Everything is under the law of vibrational energy. Therefore, it must be loving towards me. It has to be. How can it not be? If I'm the author of this story, you understand what I'm saying? And even if you want to take it from a religious perspective and God's all, the loving God that is like, you know, we exist in the element of love. We don't deal with the aspect of fear. You hear in religion, you got to fear God more than you have to love God. You understand what I'm saying? But dealing with the loving process, which dealing with the law of vibrational energy, which is dealing with the fact that everything you experience is for you, by you, as you. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, man, we'll leave it as there, bro. I'm gonna end the recording. Stay there though. Let me see this recording.